My sister spent 20 minutes showing off her engagement ring at our family reunion, and when I finally asked her fiancé when he proposed, he looked me dead in the eye and said, "I didn't." I'm 29 years old, and I just watched my older sister's elaborate fantasy crumble in front of 40 family members because I asked one simple question that she'd been desperately hoping no one would ask. Let me start from the beginning, because this situation is stranger than you'd think. My sister Olivia is 33. We grew up close. Typical sisters, fought over clothes and shared secrets. But as adults, we've drifted. Not in a bad way, just in a different life paths way. I'm a teacher, married for 3 years. No kids yet. She's in marketing, chronically single, very focused on her career. Or so I thought. About 6 months ago, Olivia started posting on social media about a guy named Brett. Coffee dates, concert photos, hiking selfies. The captions were vague but suggestive. Best company hot beverage, adventures with this one hiking boot. Lucky girl 2 hearts. My mom called me immediately. "Did you know Olivia's seeing someone?" I saw the posts. Good for her. He looks nice. Very handsome. I hope this one's serious. That comment made me wince. My mom had been not so subtly pressuring Olivia about settling down for years. Every family gathering included questions about dating, comments about biological clocks, pointed looks at me, and my husband like we were the success story Olivia should emulate. Olivia handled it with humor usually, but I knew it bothered her. Over the next few months, Brett appeared more frequently on her social media. The captions got more couple-y. My person red heart, so grateful folded hands, he gets me sparkles. My mom was thrilled. They look so happy together. I texted Olivia. "Things getting serious with Brett?" Her response, "Maybe. Still early, but he's great." For months into this relationship, at least based on social media, my mom called with huge news. "Olivia's engaged." What? She didn't tell me. She just called. "Brett proposed last night. She's so happy." That's fast. When you know, you know. I'm so relieved she's finally settling down. I immediately called Olivia. It went to voicemail. I texted. "MOM says you're engaged? Call me." She responded hours later. "Yes. Sorry, meant to tell you directly. It happened so fast. We'll call soon, crazy day." She didn't call. Over the next week, she posted engagement photos. Her hand with a ring, decent-sized diamond, nothing extravagant but nice. Photos of her and Brett, her hand prominently displayed. Captions like, "I said yes," "ring," and "luckiest girl alive red heart." The comments poured in. Congratulations from friends, family, coworkers. My mom commented on every single photo with emojis and exclamation points. But something felt off. Brett didn't post anything. Not a single photo, not one mention of being engaged. His Instagram was active. He posted about a work project, a baseball game, a new restaurant, but nothing about proposing to Olivia. I checked his Facebook. Nothing there either. I told myself maybe he was private. Maybe he didn't like posting personal stuff. Maybe Olivia posted enough for both of them. But it nagged at me. Our family reunion was scheduled for 3 weeks after the engagement. It's an annual thing. My mom's side of the family, about 40 people, rented cabins at a lake. Olivia confirmed she was bringing Brett, so everyone could meet her fiancé. My mom was beside herself with excitement. She told everyone. Literally everyone. Aunts, uncles, cousins twice removed. Olivia's bringing her fiancé. The reunion weekend arrived. My husband and I drove up Friday evening. Olivia and Brett were arriving Saturday morning. Friday night, over drinks, the engagement was all anyone could talk about. I can't believe Olivia's getting married. About time. He must be special to get her to settle down. When's the wedding? My mom glowed. They haven't set a date yet. It just happened. But I'm thinking spring would be beautiful. Saturday morning, Olivia and Brett arrived. Brett was exactly like his photos, tall, good-looking, friendly smile. He seemed nice enough. A little quiet maybe, but not uncomfortable. Olivia was radiant, talking nonstop, showing off her ring, hugging relatives, introducing Brett to everyone. "This is my fiancé, Brett." She must have said it 20 times that first hour. Brett smiled politely, shook hands, made small talk. But something about his body language seemed off. Not nervous exactly, more confused. During lunch, my aunt loudly asked, "So, Brett, how did you propose? We want all the details." Olivia jumped in before he could answer. "Oh, it was so romantic. We were at this beautiful overlook, sunset, the whole thing. I was completely surprised. How long had you been planning it? Someone asked Brett directly. Oh, well, Brett started. He's so modest. Olivia cut him off again, squeezing his hand. He planned everything perfectly. This happened several more times. Someone would ask Brett a question, and Olivia would answer for him. My husband noticed too. Is it just me? Or is Olivia not letting Brett talk? I noticed that. Weird, right? Very weird. That afternoon, people were swimming and kayaking. Brett was down at the dock with some cousins. Olivia was up at the cabin, taking a call for work. I saw my chance. I walked down to the dock, where Brett was sitting alone, feet dangling in the water. Hey, I said, sitting next to him. You doing okay? Family reunions can be overwhelming. Oh, yeah, everyone's nice. Just a lot of people. Olivia seems really happy. She does. He smiled, but it looked strained. I took a breath. This was going to sound insane, but I had to know. Can I ask you something? And please be honest. Sure. Are you actually engaged to my sister? He looked at me, really looked at me, and I saw the answer in his eyes before he spoke. No, he said quietly. I'm not. My stomach dropped. What? I'm not engaged to Olivia. I didn't propose. We've been dating for 4 months, and it's been casual. I like her, but we've never discussed marriage. I definitely never proposed. Then why? I gestured vaguely toward the cabin, the family, the weekend. Why are you here? Why is everyone calling you her fiancé? Because she told me her family was expecting it. Expecting what? A few weeks ago, Olivia mentioned this family reunion. Said her family was really excited to meet me. Then last week she said there was a small complication. Her mom thought we were engaged. How did her mom get that idea? According to Olivia, she'd been vague about our relationship status, and her mom jumped to conclusions. Olivia was embarrassed to correct her. She asked if I'd just go along with it for the weekend. Just let her family think we're engaged, then afterwards she'd gradually walk it back and say we decided to have a long engagement. And you agreed to that? I thought it was weird, but she made it sound like her mom was really pushy and she just needed to get through one weekend. I figured, how bad could it be? Brett, she's been telling people you proposed. She has a ring. She's posted engagement photos on social media for 3 weeks. His face went pale. What? You didn't see the posts? I don't really check social media much. And she doesn't tag me usually. What do you mean, engagement photos? I pulled out my phone, showed him Olivia's Instagram. Post after post of her hand with the ring. I said yes. My fiancé and I, engaged life 2 hearts. He scrolled through them, his expression shifting from confusion to horror to anger. This is insane, he said. She told me she'd explain to her family after the weekend that it was a misunderstanding. But she's been pretending we're engaged for weeks. According to these posts, yeah. Where did she get a ring? I don't know. He stood up. I need to talk to her. Brett, wait. But he was already walking toward the cabin. I followed, my heart pounding. Brett found Olivia in the main cabin's living room, surrounded by aunts looking at wedding magazines. Can we talk? He said. His voice was tight. Privately? Of course, babe. Olivia's smile was forced. Let me just. Now. They went outside. I stayed inside but moved near a window where I could hear. What the hell is going on? Brett's voice was low but furious. Your sister just showed me your Instagram. You've been posting about being engaged for weeks. I can explain. You told me this was just for the weekend, that your mom misunderstood. But you've been actively lying to everyone, posting fake engagement photos, calling me your fiancé. I was going to tell you. Tell me what? That you've been living in a fantasy where we're engaged when we've had maybe 5 serious conversations about our future? We've been dating 4 months, Olivia. 4 months. I'm not ready to get engaged, and I definitely didn't propose. Keep your voice down. Why? Because you don't want your family to know you've been lying to them? That you faked an entire engagement. Olivia was crying now. I just wanted them to stop asking. My mom won't shut up about me being single, about my biological clock, about how you're so happy and settled. I needed them to just stop. So, you invented an engagement? Bought a ring? Dragged me here under false pretenses. I didn't think it would be a big deal. Not a big deal? You've been lying to everyone. Your entire family thinks I proposed. They're asking about wedding dates and venues and, Jesus Christ, Olivia, what is wrong with you? By now, People were noticing the commotion, coming to windows, walking outside. My mom appeared. What's going on? Why are you yelling? Brett looked at her. Did Olivia tell you I proposed? Well, yes, she called me 3 weeks ago. I didn't propose. We're not engaged. We've been dating casually for 4 months. I had no idea she was telling people we were getting married. Silence. Complete, horrible silence. My mom looked at Olivia. What? Mom, I can explain. You lied? About being engaged. I didn't mean to. It got out of hand. You were so happy when I told you, and everyone was congratulating me, and I didn't know how to take it back. So you bought a ring? I said, unable to stay quiet. Posted photos for weeks, brought Brett here, and convinced him to play along. Brett turned to me. I didn't know about the photos. She told me it was just for this weekend, that her mom had jumped to conclusions. I was going to fix it. Olivia was sobbing now. I was going to tell everyone we broke off the engagement, that it moved too fast. I had a plan. Your plan was to keep lying? My mom looked devastated. To drag this poor man into your deception? I just wanted you to be proud of me. To stop asking when I was going to settle down. To stop comparing me to everyone else who has their life together. So, you faked an engagement? My aunt's voice came from behind us. More family members were gathering now, watching this unfold. I'm leaving, Brett said flatly. Olivia, we're done. Don't contact me again. Brett, please. You're not well. You need help. What you did is not normal. He walked his car, got in, and drove away. Olivia collapsed into a chair, sobbing. My mom stood frozen, tears streaming down her face. Everyone else just stared. I think we should give them some privacy, my aunt said, herding people away. I stayed. Why didn't you just tell the truth? I asked Olivia quietly. When Mom called to congratulate you, why didn't you correct her? Because she was so happy, Olivia said between sobs. She's never been that happy about anything I've done. She was proud of me, finally. And I couldn't take that away. So, you invented a whole engagement instead? I thought I could make it real. I thought if I posted about it, if I acted like we were engaged, maybe Brett would actually propose. Maybe it would push things in that direction. That's not how relationships work, Liv. I know that now. My mom sat down next to her. I'm sorry if I made you feel like you needed to be engaged to make me proud. You did. You do. Every family gathering, every phone call, it's always, when are you going to settle down, and your biological clock is ticking, and look at your sister, so happy and married. My mom looked stricken. I didn't mean, I was just concerned. You were pressuring me, and I cracked. By lying to everyone? Yes. We sat in silence. What happens now? I asked. I have to tell everyone the truth, Olivia said. Post on social media. Apologize to Brett. Humiliate myself completely. Yes, I said. You do. That evening, Olivia gathered the family. Apologized. Admitted she'd lied about the engagement, that Brett had been deceived, that she'd let the pressure get to her and made catastrophically bad choices. Some family members were sympathetic. Most were just confused and uncomfortable. My mom apologized too. To Olivia, to everyone. Said she'd been too pushy about relationships, that she'd contributed to Olivia feeling like she had to lie. It was messy and awkward, and we all left the reunion early. Olivia deleted all the engagement posts. Posted a brief statement. I need to apologize. I misrepresented my relationship status. There is no engagement. I'm deeply sorry to everyone I misled, especially to someone who trusted me. I'm taking time to work on myself. The comments were brutal. Friends asking what happened. Family expressing concern. A few people calling her out for lying. Brett blocked her on everything. That was 2 months ago. Olivia's in therapy now. Working through the pressure she felt, the choices she made, the why behind it all. My mom's in therapy too. Examining her own behavior, why she pushed so hard, what messages she'd been sending. I talk to Olivia regularly. We're rebuilding trust slowly. People ask me if I feel bad for exposing her. If I should have just kept quiet. And, honestly, no. Because it wasn't sustainable. Eventually, Brett would have found out. Eventually, the truth would have come out. Better it happened at a family reunion than after she'd dragged him deeper into the deception. Better he found out she was posting fake engagement photos before he invested more time in a relationship with someone who clearly wasn't honest. And better my family saw what their pressure had created. A woman so desperate for approval that she faked an engagement. My mom has completely changed her approach. No more questions about Olivia's dating life. No more comments about biological clocks. No more comparisons to me. Olivia's dating again, casually, honestly. No pressure. No timelines. Just figuring out what she actually wants instead of performing what she thinks everyone expects. Last week, she called me. "Thank you," she said. For what? For asking Brett that question. For exposing everything. I know it was humiliating, but I needed it. I was living in a complete fantasy. I just wanted the truth. I know. And the truth hurt. But it was necessary. Are you okay? I'm getting there. Therapy helps. And honestly, not having to maintain that lie anymore is a relief. I didn't realize how exhausting it was pretending. What you did was wild, Liv. I know. It was unhinged. I see that now. What made you buy a ring? Amazon. $47. Cubic zirconia. She laughed, but it sounded sad. I convinced myself if I looked engaged, maybe I'd become engaged. Like manifestation or something. But really I just wanted Mom to stop being disappointed in me. She was never disappointed in you. She was disappointed I wasn't you. Married. Settled. On track. That's not on you to fix by lying. I know that now. We talked for an hour. About pressure and expectations and the weird things we do to make people proud. And I realized, my mom's pressure had almost destroyed my sister. Not intentionally. Not maliciously. But the constant questions, the pointed comments, the implied disappointment, it had created a person so desperate for approval that she'd faked an entire engagement. That's not okay. And I'm glad it all came out, even though it was messy. Because now Olivia's building a real life instead of a performed one. Now, my mom's learning to accept her children as they are instead of as she wants them to be. And now everyone knows the truth, that sometimes the pressure to be settled and successful and on track can make people do absolutely unhinged things. Like buy a $47 ring off Amazon and convince their boyfriend of 4 months to pretend to be their fiancé at a family reunion. I exposed my sister's fake engagement. But really, I just asked one question that unraveled a lie she'd been desperately holding together. And I do it again. Because truth matters. Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when it's embarrassing. Even when it humiliates your sister in front of 40 family members. Sometimes exposure is the kindest thing you can do. Not because you want to hurt someone, but because living in a lie is hurting them more. Olivia's recovering. Brett's moved on. My mom's learning. And I'm just relieved the truth came out when it did. Before Olivia bought a wedding dress on Amazon too.